She is. White Priestess of the Fount. She wants us to take ending A. I present the Blighted Lord. Watch, this thing much like a lot of the other bosses we fought so far. Hits like a truck, but has very obvious tells. And it's not too fast at the start. Keyword at the start. And every so often, it will spawn minions, which very useful for you because these things will give experience. And if you have the weathered necklace, you can use this to heal up. Come on. Heal. There we go. Ah. We did it. Final boss is defeated. All we have to do now is purify. Stop. Come no further. For you too will be consumed by my blight. Sure, you saw many flowers on your journey here. The awful rain of death darkening the skies of Land's End. Thriving on the rain, they blossom off my blighted body, the root of the scourge. Feel the blight surging through my form. Only I had control over its spread. Then I could stop it at the source. Perhaps a day will come when I can hold back the blight without it seeping out. Not that it matters anymore. Wish the world didn't require that you bear the burden of the blight. You're the only clone of myself left. What do we do? Do we wish to remain with the Priestess of the Fount? Will you bear the blight together? Suffering is mine to bear, and mine alone. purified. And that is an ending. So, despite the Priestess of the Fountain's wishes, because the way she talks, she wants ending A. Lily is purified and leaves, and the blight isn't fixed. The land at the edge of the world stays blighted forever. This is the worst ending, to be honest, because both the Priestess of the Fountain and Lily are now left to suffer with the blight. And, well, we don't know if it's going to fix the blight. All we know is that it's going to be held at bay. But we don't know for how long. And it doesn't stop the Reign of Death. That is still happening. Because she said the Reign of Death was feeding the flowers that were growing on her body. Much like ending A, this is not a permanent solution. It really doesn't fix anything, but still. This game... To talk about... I will save my thoughts on everything because... we still have more to do. Still, I'm gonna save my full thoughts, but yeah. That final boss though, that seemed a little easy, right? Well, I actually kind of have this one down a little bit to muscle memory because I spent so much time. I was just listening to this song. It's beautiful. You know, I will say though, this is a charming indie game. I know that gets said about a lot of indie games, but yeah. I do hope, I would like to see some more stuff from this team. But yeah, Ender Lilies, she whispers from the abyss, bound as one, shall never be apart. Ending B. You notice, despite clearing the game, we don't have the new game plus that my file has. There's more to do. So, first things first. For getting ending B, you'll find the Blighted Phantom. Calls forth the visage of the Blighted White Priestess. So, as you saw, we had a completely new form of Lily for purifying the White Priestess. Like, her hair was almost completely black, her skin she had lost all glow, it was a whole thing. For Zero, we can now play as Blighted Lily. Let's head back to the first area. Because if you remember, during the last leg of our journey, we've collected a bunch of strange stone tablets. We still don't know what they are used for. If you remember, all the way... For the answer to the stone tablets, we need to go back all the way where this began. Let's open the last door. Storing the Aegis Curio. You need to find a bunch of stone tablets. For power. For that, we've acquired the Illuminated Aegis Curio. The best way I could compare this item to anyone who's played Azure Striker Gunvolt. Gunvolt has a secret ending that only triggers if you enter the final area wearing an amulet made by Jolie. The main issue with wearing this amulet is that you have to give up your flash step, which leaves Gunvolt very vulnerable. Here, it's a zero cost relic. Let me just make sure I got everything else I want. Okay, we already saw my kit is pretty good for this, so let's go. Okay, no. Uh-oh. It's not on my capture card, it seems. Activate. Activate. There we go. Oh, thank God for cutscene. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay, phase 2. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Yeah, no, I let too many of them spawn. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. Through with only using one prayer. Yeah, I was wearing the thing. There we go. I forgot this is where it happens. If you're wearing the necklace. Welcome to Phase 2. Continue with the Umbral Knight. Purify. As if I'd been in an eternal slumber, unsure if I was alive or dead. The days were filled with nothing but pain. When I awoke, I lay on a black pedestal, while the warm touch graced me. The tiny white priestesses were holding my hands. The same priestesses were made to take on my blight. From nearby, I could barely make out the voice of Coven members. Blight transfer rite was about to begin. Priestesses were knowing nothing of their fate, nuzzled up to me. These children would be sacrificed to keep me alive. What was it all for? The time I spent with them is what truly saved me. I am to pass on a legacy to these children. Let it be one of hope, not suffering. How? How is this happening? One white priestess alone have such power. Oh, that amulet. Made it whole again. All the fragments, all the shadows of our history, the unknowable suffering. Going to bear it all from now on. Came all this way with everyone. Bring us all. Bring me. You accomplished what I couldn't. You were never just a clone of myself. You're your own person. Grown so much. Time I should be going. And rain has finally stopped. That is the true ending of Ender Lilies. We don't stall the blight, we don't run from it, we actually get rid of it. And that also is pretty much the story. The blight came to this kingdom, the king wanted to use it for immortality. A little bit of the details get a little muddled. Basically, the king wanted immortality. He was killed by the knight captain Julius, who was his own bastard son, for lack of a better term. And then the Coven cloned the White Priestess. And that's what Lily is. Lily was the last one she sort of hid away. Sorry, something But yeah, so they were cloned literally to be sacrificed to take some of the extra blight. But as we can see, that didn't work. And they were sort of whisked away to all these corners of the world. And Lily was stashed away in one area far away. And we get to see now. We've cleared everything. We rebuilt the amulet. We purified all the spirits. We found all the notes. You name it, we found it all. But now that we're done, I'm gonna gush one more time about everything about this game. The combat, don't get me wrong, I think it's the hardest game in the world? Nah, it gets pretty easy once you learn the patterns. But the music, the visuals, the world itself, there was so much well done here. Because you had like the traditional medieval fantasy in the top layers. Like it was, you know, your normal castles, your medieval village, all that stuff. But as you start going deeper down and like scraping past the surface, like if you only went for ending A, you would have an inkling that something weird was going on besides the undead. But then when you go into ending B in particular, when you start going I think, yeah, okay, I know what's going on. I had to look, my cords are tangled up, so when I moved it, it's probably nudging it a little bit in the capture card and causing issues. But, there we go, it is done. At long last, for each a proper burial, really take heart, you are not alone. Blight may have taken them, but they are still watching over us, and I will never leave your side. If you notice, Lily did not get out of this unscarred. She's still in her semi-blight stage. Amidst a collapsed world, her words echo out. Thank you for finding your way to me. So, I would like to point out though something interesting about the three endings. Ending A, Lily got completely purified. Ending B, she was completely corrupted by the blight. Ending C is the middle ground. But you now have access to New Game Plus. And if we go back to the Blighted Heart, the thing is, there's still one part of the map that was still blue. The Lost Heirloom. I just realized I also forgot something. I know exactly what I forgot. But with the Blighted Phantom, we turn to Blighted Lily. With this, we could play as the form Lily was when we first started this whole thing. It's still blue. I know why it's still blue. I just remember what I forgot. And I'm mad that I forgot about it. I mean, granted, doesn't really make a difference because I would have been perfectly fine without it. I mean, with it. And I was perfectly fine without it. Yeah, there's something up there. I thought that was blight, like more blighted souls. I didn't realize that was a fucking amulet fragment. Well, with that, we now have a 100% file of Ender Lilies. And with that, that is I'm gonna actually go back to the menu. There we go. Title screen, just so I can end this on the title screen. Ender Lilies is, like I said though, Ender Lilies is a very interesting game. The main thing that caught my attention for it was the art. Because, oh, again, it's gorgeous. The game looks very beautiful. Then you have, like, the weird, like, organic nature of the Vobrant domain versus like, the rest of this, like, medieval world. And it's a very good Metroidvania. And, mind you, I will say, there was, at least from the reviews I was seeing, especially on the Steam page, I saw a couple people comparing it to Dark Souls. It isn't. It's a Metroidvania. It's, I would say, a better comparison would be Metroid Dread. With the things I will say, though, the game, I said, it gets a little challenging if you don't have a lot of amulet fragments. If you aren't, like, you know, going around out of your way and exploring and collecting everything, the game does get a lot harder. But it wasn't like, oh my god, it's so hard. It isn't. It's a very open game. You can decide what paths you want to go. Like, you could do the ruined castle before the catacombs, if I remember correctly. Actually, I think the catacombs is like the middle ground. Once you, because I believe the spirit, like the dash spirit, is what side stuff. From there, you could decide Twin Spires, to the ruined castle, or to the stockade. Like, there are open paths you could choose. And from the stockade and the Twin Spires, you could complete the game. Or at least if you count ending A as a finish. But the main thing that it will always take away from this game is its soundtrack. And its soundtrack is gorgeous. But with that, though, I've got nothing else to say. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I enjoyed being able to bring this project to everyone. And I look forward to our next full playthrough, which is going to be Batman Arkham Asylum. And also, on Sundays, we are still going to be doing Fallout New Vegas. As of this stream, this Sunday is going to be Dead Money. Basically, my plan is, I think I'm just going to do a couple of the DLCs back to back. I'll see how much time we have left after Dead Money, and then I might just go right into Old World Blues. Because I want to finish all the DLCs, Lonesome Road, then we decide on an ending. But with that, though, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and I will see you all later.